Catching bait, y'all. Catching bait. I'm out here at one of the places I like to come and catch bait. It's a smaller lake. A friend of mine has a place here. He lets me come out and catch bait sometime. The creek is too low right now to go in and set lines, but it's supposed to come up overnight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to catch you some bait. I'll have it ready for in the morning. I'm going to catch a few for cut bait. Oh, look at there. Looks like a little warmouth. Look at that. Wow. That's the first time I've ever caught a warmouth in here. Oh, and he swallowed that hook too. Do not get away from me. You see him? I don't know what these camera angles are going to be like today. I might be a better cameraman in the boat than I am on the bank. All right, so here's my setup, y'all. I just got the old Zebco 202. Using that cork, it's weighted on the end a little bit there. Just a tiny little sinker on there. I got a number 6 Eagle Claw, and I got a red wiggler on there. So that's my setup. Red wiggler, tiny sinker. Number 6 Eagle Claw. Cork I've had for 100 years. That's the setup. And when you're fishing for catfish, getting bait is one of the most important things. If you're fishing for bigger catfish, you often need to have panfish, some type of bluegill or something to use for bait. So it's important that you have places that you can go and you can catch them quickly. It's important that you don't always use the same place, because you don't want to catch all the fish out of that place and you don't want to wear your welcome out. I've got friends who let me go to these different places and catch bait. Always let them know how much I appreciate it. So I'd encourage you to do that. You probably know somebody that you can go catch a few brim out of their pond. Getting bait. You don't see that a lot on my show, but it's a huge part of what I do. I spend about $5 every 2 weeks, and I use that to buy a can of worms. It costs me $5. That can will last me a couple of weeks. With that can of worms, I catch all the bait that I'm going to need. So in essence, my bait costs me $2.50 a week. I get all the bait that I need from that. You can do it. It's cheap. If you're like me, you see a lot of these guys fishing on here, man, there's no way people could keep up with them because you don't have the money to do what they do. Just about anybody could afford to fish like I fish. I fish really cheap, but the good Lord provides. Got to use your old brain a little bit. Got another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got another one. Look at there, look at there, look at there. Tell you what now, a lot of folks gonna get mad at me. They're gonna say, Kyle, that's supper. That's supper, son. I know it's supper. I understand it's supper. But man, I gotta have some bait, y'all. What I normally do on Thursdays after work is I go catch bait. Normally I need about 15 brim. Off those big brim, I'll get about, the big ones, I'll get about 4 pieces of bait off of them. The smaller ones, I'll get about 3. So I'm just counting up in my head how many pieces of bait I'm getting. Now when I'm running lines, normally, like I said, I'll put a whole live fish on there. So 1 fish is 1 bait. But we're not doing that because the creek's too low. I'm gonna quit running lines when the creek's too low like that, because the mudfish and the gar, they're just killing me. I'm sick of dealing with them. So from now on, when it's real low, I'm not gonna run lines anymore. I'm just gonna try to see if I can get out to the river. Once in a while, I'll mess around and catch a good catfish when it's low, but most of the time it's just a lot of time spent and not a lot gained from it. And there's another one. That's more like the size I like it. Oh no! Oh boy, almost lost him. Woo! Almost lost him. Gotta be quicker than that. There's another one, Milo. Well, that's a good one, ain't it? That's a good one right there. The fish I've got right now, you could have a nice meal off of them. These are good, whatever you want to call them. Sometimes I call these fish brim. Some people get upset. They say, those aren't brim, they're bluegill. They don't understand that a bluegill is in the brim family. Brim is a family. And so here in this part of Georgia, a lot of times we just call a number of fish by a generic name, a brim. And that might include a sunfish, that might include a bluegill, but we just call them a brim. So they are good eating. I love to eat them. And those size right there are a great size to eat. But I'm trying to catch catfish. So they will be my bait. Missed him. I really like to have some smaller ones. Those big ones will do. You get a lot of bait off of them, but I like the smaller ones. Especially when I'm using them live, I like the ones that aren't quite that big. There you go. Oh no, look at that. Doggone little old turtle. Look at that thing, man. He is little. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Look at that turtle. Sorry, Joker. We're gonna let him go. Oh boy, look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there. Ah, he swallowed my hook. Poor fella. It's a good bait size. Well, I think we got about 20 pieces of bait, y'all. There ain't no need to be greedy. No need to be stingy. We're gonna ease on out of here. I'll be up before daylight in the morning. I got my bait. I'll have the truck packed and I'll be ready to hit the river. And I hope to bring y'all another video with these fish. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be seeing you.